Okay, hello, good morning, everyone. Or more like good afternoon, basically, Willie. Chat up. We are not gonna do a normal stream today, as I mentioned on Wednesday. There is a VR event going on this weekend. It's kind of like a VR version of a convention. So there are a few different events I'm going to and hanging out with some friends that during that. But today's is not a ton of stuff, so I'm gonna try and get about an hour or two in today, and then I have some little events going on. So last time we made it to the facility, we got to disc 2. Let's see what we got going on, because we didn't get to stream last weekend. Oh, we got a lot of inventory slots right now here. Let's see. Now, and again, but this one is going to be one of the chests we have a lot of access to for the end. So we're going to want to put some goodies in there. So let's see. We'll keep the M boost. Well, we have one, so let's just go ahead and put that in now. That way that gives us some room here to work with. Okay, now what am I currently equipped with? I have that on right now. Let's see. We all good on ammo for it. What's the battery on the javelin at right now? That's at full, so we got access to that right now too. So kind of depends on what we want to go. Let's see. What are we currently? Okay, so we're trying to get to that creature. So we're trying to get the ID again right now. Now on the checklist for the ending, to get the good ending, the next portion is to solve the Moongate puzzle, which we did not get to solve last time. So that is our next goal here. Cause let's see, that's locked. I think we got everything currently explored. Yeah. So yeah, there's nothing appearing on the map. So I think either the trash thing's gonna trigger, or we get the ID thing. One of those two is going to happen. So let's see. Yep, it's gonna be the boss thing then. Okay. Let's see. Let's go ahead and attach. Yeah, I got that. Oh wait, yeah. If I switch them, it actually will put it on the ball, won't it? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So that's fine. I can switch it. So we can start with the laser thing. Now, do I want to? I might want to level up my magic one to just kind of get the use out of my MP though, because it's is low. So we got 18,000. So we got plenty to waste something. So what do we want to do? That's the question. Because keep in mind, I can also buy some of the max versions of some of these too. That's kind of the 50-50 thing on this. Because I also don't want to waste all my BP. I think what the max spells will 3,000 BP, so I mean that's not like too terrible with that, but probably I think I had 3 of those. I don't think I had 3 of that. I think I had 3 of that. Was it that one? I think it was that one I had 3 of. Like, I probably want to buy 1 or 2 more, but obviously I also want to probably use some of the EXP though. So, we didn't really use a whole lot of the antibody, so why not go ahead and revive that, and okay. Okay, I think we should be good, and if we look heal, someone heal gave us, yeah. So, get that as well, which we will likely want to use, potentially, depending on things. So we'll put that on just in case we need it. But I do have the grenade pistol too, so we got that going for us as well. Okay, I don't think there was any other crap here, just the ammo box. So I should cast this on. Damn it. Nope. Ooh, that was close. Come on. There we go. Nope. Okay. Oh shit. Damn it. God damn it. Oh! Fuck. I didn't react fast enough. Come on, come on. Get out of it. Yeah, for the force part, I think. And we still have quite a few castings still. Let's see. Quite most full though. Go. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, there's nothing from examining it. And we don't. Of course, sadly for us. on. Come on, big boy. There we go. Come on. I would definitely not walk up to that. Wait, we don't need that again. So now we gotta do the Moonlight Gate thing, and then a whole bunch of new shit's gonna become available. Okay. Since we'll cut away, let's save heal. And of course we want to keep that just in case we have weird shenanigan things happen to. Okay. It's locked. So, I guess, well, it might be a good idea to, because I'm not familiar with the area we're about to enter, so it might be a good idea to save the javelin stuff for what might be coming up, maybe, because I don't know, because I know we're going back to the dry waddle, but or was it dry? No, dry field. That's what it was. But I don't know what stuff's going to be there, so it might be a better idea to save that just in case. Now, I think the answer for the moon thing was 15. If I remember correctly. We'll look it up if necessary. Yeah, but save my ammo and you get the dory walk done. Save me some. Need to go get more shit. Now, hopefully, what's his name? The old guy. Hopefully, we can restore stuff with him, hopefully, but I imagine some story stuff's likely gonna happen when we get there. He'd been a lot more helpful this time. Last time I remember him getting his ass hit a lot of times, if I remember correctly. He'd be a lot more fucking proactive this time. I could have swore I found like one item somewhere in here. Like, I don't know the exact location, but I believe it was somewhere in all this crap somewhere. Obviously, once this all submerges, I won't be able to pick anything up. Well, at the end of the day, it's not really that big a deal. On these. I'm pretty sure it was just a common item either way. I mean, as long as the boss fight doesn't really change, there's no reason we're not going to be able to beat this. So. So it's not like we're going to be in dire straits. There was only one. Okay. So that would have been, Welch is at 6, right? So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Here and deal with the shenanigans over here. Ah, maybe that's what I was thinking of. Go. And we just gotta get that control panel, and pretty sure 15 was the answer for it. Yeah, there's something in here. You want to get your ass over here? Use your stuff. Me no waste. be in this area, I believe. Oh, was that the only one? Okie dokie. Now the puzzle thing should be this. Now the question is, like, everything is filled with monsters again, so do I want to actually go straight there, or clear out the stuff that currently is in here? Well, I don't think it matters either way. I mean, we have everything we really need to be successful at fighting the final boss, so unless the new stuff that we're about to encounter has something that's going to throw us through a loop, I don't really think it's going to matter to kill every single thing. After all, this is going to add a whole bunch of new fights anyway, so... Yep. It's back at the well. Okay. Okay, Flint's alive. Good, good. Nighttime. So what's going on here? Lots of stuff, it looks like. Everywhere has shit going on, it looks like. And yeah, that's still blocked there, so we have to go through the garage. So now we need to be careful with the things we do. So, torn. Now we need to save Pierce. Now I did see this when looking at this checklist. Pierce has apparently came to Dryfield for some reason. He's at the water tower, so we need to go save him. So we're going to want to try and make sure we save and obviously get that done. So we want to be careful about how we trigger events here. One's going the other way, interestingly enough, so it's nothing the way that Douglas. Oh shit. Hey, hey. Oh shit. Okay, that was enough to get all of them. We're only doing a short stream today because there's some shenanigans going on today, but we're going to try and get a little streaming in because we didn't get the stream last weekend due to stupid overtime. But yeah, if we can recharge our battery at Doug. The monsters. Yeah. Let's see if Douglas is available right now. Oh no, just some events going on. Okay, Douglas is still fine, it seems. More stuff available, eh? What we got? Ooh. I imagine that shoots more than what I have currently. Ooh. Imagine that's a flamethrower, I think. Yeah, I imagine this probably packs a bigger punch than what I currently went at using. To avoid having to like do a bunch of reloading and that, let's just sight heave 2 weapons. Let's just look at a thing that shows them off. I think that would be easier than just having to buy reload. Okay, so we are currently using the M950, which has a range of 40, a weight of 90. Cooldown. Let's compare those. This has a weight of 80/2, range 55. So the range is an extra 10. Looks like it's an okay upgrade from what I'm looking at from the stats, you know. It says it has a flashlight on it too, so we can actually use that to blind groups as well. So that can be useful. So what are you up to today, Dan? Well, before I buy anything, I definitely want to still save just to double check if I don't like anything. Go ahead and restock a battery, so we'll be able to recharge our laser, which is good. Armor. Yeah, see, we can buy the upgrade stuff. Okay, the price is varied a little bit. Yeah, we can just buy the antibody one. So it kind of depends on like spare BP we have. Alright, we'll pass for now. Okay. So let's see. So at this point, we're at new stuff here. So do I want to just go at the top and work my way back down, maybe? I want to leave that one alone now. But yeah, maybe I should do that. Let's see. That should be the last one of the force playthrough down now. See, that was in the travel code. Yeah, that was the... I guess we'll just do it there. And then I'm gonna make... Actually, you know, like what I think I will do, actually. We're keeping that one for so-and-so reasons, and let's change this one into this to keep for the same reason for backup purposes in case something goes horribly wrong. Okay. Well, actually, since I did get the... I could say, though. So... then we'll go ahead and actually try it out, then. So let's see. Okay, the weight's a little lower, the weight's a lot heavier. It gets a little bit more range. So we'll give it a shot. I'll make it where it's easier to at least hit things, because yeah, that handgun did have pretty awful range. Okay, so we need to get to the water tower. Also, we want to... So I imagine we can, like... Well, no, actually we can't. Unless I go back... If I go into the underwater thing, I can do that. It looks like the way in the bar is blocked off. But yeah, if I go into the well, I can actually go clean out a bunch of the mobs. So let's go ahead and do that. So... Okay, I just want to make sure it's on now. So let's go ahead and put the javelin on. Okay. And we'll go into the well. Unless she won't let me go into the well again. Let's see. No, it will. Hopefully Pierce isn't like a timed thing. I would imagine not, because there's no time or anything. That was a lot of moth people. So imagine, yeah, there's something in the side room too. Oh shit. Might as well, because I'm gonna get a lot of spell mana anyway. Yeah, I don't know if Pierce's event is gonna reset a lot of these fights. Doesn't show anything in here. It does show some stuff in the back room though. Might as well get this, and then we can restock in the regular ammo now. Somebody's still here. Oh shit. Fuckers. And we got plenty of crap filling in here. And we can put our old gun in here. Let's move that over here for now. Go away the... We can bring it back into the shelter when we go back. But now, we don't need it. Shouldn't need this on anymore for now. So let's go ahead and put that back on, just in case we're in a ganking situation. The shitty thing about coming back here is we're bound to meet more of the weird camel mutant things. I hate those things. Oh no. Oops. Ah crap, I forgot about that. We'll leave it here. Out of the way and out of the mind. Break down the door. Break down the wall. Oh no. Okay, that worked out. Yeah, this javelin thing is really nice. Honestly, as long as you have something to recharge it with, like, it's just saving you a lot running around. Like, it's really good at killing most shit. Wait, this wasn't here before, was it? Okay, well that's our first hint that he's healed. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh my goodness, I hate these fucking... Get out of the way. Out of the way, punk. Okay, Womb 3 has something in it. Actually, I should have healed. Really wish you could get a moment to heal before, like, it officially, like, rewards you the stuff. Okay, there's a few things now. Like I said, the door is blocked in the back there, it looks like, because it's grayed out, so something is going on over there. Well, there's also the second floor here. Actually, wait, maybe I want to clear off the first floor, because I could use this actually to get to the water tower as well, actually, technically, so I might want to clear out the stuff over here, because going in the room might trigger something. Come on, little bastards. Walk your way to me. Okay, go out of the way. I guess coming back here also gives you the opportunity to try for that safe as well, technically. You're fine. Okay, there is something in the back room. Asta, what were you up to today? Oh. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, at least you don't have exploding blood babies going on in your life right now. Poor us. Having to deal with bloody baby things that explode. Well, sorry you're having a bit of a negative time with the family. Sadly, you know, that's usually always going to be partially part of a family, is sometimes having disagreements with things at times. No, I wanted to... Save over that one. Just in case we end up having to actually reload, because maybe there was a time system and it's like, oh yeah, you didn't save him in time. You fucked up. But yeah, so basically we have stuff up here, and then we should be able to get to the water tower. And then we can see what Pierce is up to. I mean, technically that should work out fine, because I mean, hopefully that doesn't mess up anything. Oh, what? Lock on. Oh, that's why they do that. That's so... I forgot about that fucking hole there. They do that so you can't go that way. Ah, see, I told you there had to have been a design reason for that. Because otherwise, it's like, why bother programming all that? Oh no. I don't have anything else in my gun. Get the fuck off me. Oh no. That's kind of a useful crowd control kind of option now. Okay, so that does explain why they did that. So they make it where you have to go the way they want you. Okay, well, we got that stuff cleared out. So if doing whatever comes next triggers new fights to show up, then, well, new fights will show up. And if not, then we always cleared out most of the fights then, and we have that out of the way then. So either way, it should work out. So let's go recharge the battery, get some new gun ammo, and save and head towards the water tower then. I am kind of curious why the fuck... Oh yeah, the ammo. Why the fuck did he come out here though? Like, why not just, you know, tell me over the phone if you found something important or something? What time is it now? 12:51. Let's see. I might get away with a second hour, maybe. then probably finish up the rest today doing stuff. Okay, Flint. Going your way. Oh? I mean, to be fair, like, you hold that kind of footstep system in a lot of PS1 games, especially the ones going for realism. Like, there were quite a few. Oh crap, wait. We wanted to fill the battery up real quick. Give me 1 second, Flint. No. Oh, you know, speaking of DSX, are you excited for the new version? Because I've heard so many fucking people criticize that. Which they delayed that, actually, because of all that. So I haven't heard anything new about that, actually. Let's see. There was no official release date. So it was originally going to launch on February 5th of this year. Whoo-wee. And they still have no new announcements, so they either are going to silently cancel that, or they're really putting in some... Wait, you haven't heard anything? You're the DSX person, you haven't heard shit about that? Wow, like, it was like, I heard nothing but shit about that. Yeah, they're doing a new remastered, and like everyone fucking said it looked awful. I'm surprised you never fucking saw that. Are you kidding me? Wow. Dan didn't care about it at all, to the point where he literally didn't even acknowledge it existed. Quite literally. But yeah, apparently it has no new release date, so... Yeah, considering it was supposed to come out this year and still no new info on it, that can be a bit concerning. Oh wait, I need to go into animation. Reload on that. Save, and then we'll head towards Wild now. Let's see what the shenanigans are going on over there. See, that's the thing I always find kind of weird about these kind of situations. Like, I'd rather them just try to preserve the, like, normal aesthetic of the game. I don't mind inputting, like, new features, like, you know, rewind, fast forward, save states, things like that. I don't think's an end of the world type thing, but, like, when you mess with the actual aesthetics and that, like, I don't know, like, you're really looking at, like, a very, very tightrope situation, because I would say 90% of the time, most people who experience the original game are going to not like the new aesthetical changes if you change it. There's a few exceptions. I think most people will like, oh, you know, this is actually a light. But I think the majority of the time, the original player base just prefers it to be more preserved. Just one little belt pouch. I guess I could save that for the next normal. I already have a lot. Oh, what? Oh, wow, they're all over him. What an asshole! Hello. Faking being dead. Stay out here in the open where things can come and bite you. Did he just... Wait, what? Did he just spit that out of his mouth? Fun with... I mean, I don't know if that was supposed to look like something else, but that looked like he spit out. Weird. Yeah, just leave him up here to, you know, to be feasted on by whatever. So we can go to his car. See, no new fights, so I guess let's do that. So I have to go to the balcony for that. So the guide thing for this true ending says we need to bring ice from the vending machine, which I commented on seeing when I looked at this back when we originally opened this list thing. It says we gotta give it to him 3 times. Also, don't fight any enemies while you are killing ice or it will turn into a water bag. So make sure you check what it is before you give it to Pierce. Giving him a water bag will kill him. I don't know why water would kill him. I mean, we are in a desert, so you think water would also be at least somewhat useful, but I guess in this scenario, no. You give him water, he dies. Doesn't say anything about there being a timer or anything, so I guess we don't have to worry about hoofing it really fast. And since we already cleared out the enemies, unless new enemies show up, and if that's the case, then well, we'll just deal with the new enemies then. Those just... yeah. Let's see what's in the room over here, get that cleared out, and then do this little ice delivery, I guess, real quick. Double critical hit. Good thing is we already cleaned out all like the loot, unless there's any actual new loot that appeared, which I guess is technically possible, but I don't see why there would really be any new loot, so I wouldn't worry about it too much. Did I actually end up putting anything in here? Left a little bit of ammo here that we can't take with us, sadly, because, well, we had max. Got these I can take, I guess. Since we got inventory space now. Yep, that's why I call them gremlins in other parts of this playthrough. They really do remind me of gremlins. Cue the music. Dun 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 dun. Okay, so how am I on laser usage? We're still pretty decent. So I need to. Well, actually, okay. So we can't go that way now. So that probably would be actually faster to go that way. Actually, so. This isn't a comfy game. This is supposed to be a spooky game. I mean, for fuck's sake, those camels with people faces. They got people faces. But yeah, if I have to do this ice thing 3 times, this is gonna be pretty annoying. People faces! Anyway, we can use this to save, just to make sure we don't do any weird fuck-ups. So they're not aware of him being here. Ask. Do I need to... Let me double check, make sure there's nothing... Nope, it doesn't mention anything about this phone call, so I think it's safe to select whatever. People faces. Camels with people faces. Remember, just be a purple people eater. Okay, let's try this ice. I don't know why they made it where you have to do this 3 times. Seems kind of redundant, but... Alright, looks like no fights appeared, so should be easy. Okay, well, here we go. Quest delivery time. Anywho, go on in. Last night there was a concert thing where they were doing some video game music. Yeah, you go. You get an ace. Do it again. Hey, Elliot. We're doing Ice Delivery Simulator. Oh, yeah, don't get me on Ocarina of Time, honestly. Like, Ocarina of Time is such a 50 thing to me. Like, Elliot always likes doing the die thing. I think the die thing might need to die. Anyway. Now maybe I need to actually get my lazy bum up and make some other, like, effects. To be fair, I have been thinking of doing some more of those then, so. Like, Ocarina of Time is definitely one of those games that's more of a product of its time. Like, gameplay-wise, like, it's not a bad game, but, like, I guess visually, like, I hate to say it, because, I mean, to be fair, I hate when a lot of people say it towards a lot of games, but, like, a lot of, like, I mean, Ocarina of Time was a launch, well, was it a launch game? I mean, it was an early N64 game at best, and at worst, it was a launch game. I don't quite remember if it was a launch game, but, like, honestly, like, when you compare it to Majora's Mask, you can definitely see, like, it's like, oof. Definitely a bit rough for N64 standards. Like, Majora's Mask was able to do a lot more. So, I have a very love-hate-it thing with Ocarina of Time. I guess the thing that really makes me be more middle of the road with Ocarina of Time is the people who, like, consider it the greatest game of all time. I remember this very controversial moment in game FAQs. So, like, if you ever used game FAQs before, you might know. I don't know if they do it these days still, but they used to do like a yearly, like, the best game ever kind of poll thing. Well, everyone would, like, get bracketed, and people each day would vote for, out of the two games, the bell, and they would face off the next winner on that bracket and stuff. And, like, Ocarina of Time won, like, one of those, and I remember it was just, like, such a huge debate where people, it's like, I mean, Ocarina of Time's an okay game, but the best game ever? This feels so weird to do this. Just ice, ice, ice. But yeah, like, I really like Majora's Mask. Like, I guess, like, I just didn't really like how like people treat like such a gift from the heavens. Like it feels kind of overblown. Like don't get me wrong, I don't hate the game like some people, but like I don't know, I'm definitely a Link to the Past type of person. I'm definitely a vastly bigger fan of Link to the Past. Like that's my favorite still to this day. Like that's just classic. Though I definitely like Majora's Mask as being one of the more oddball black sheeple type titles. Because, like, one of my problems with, like, Twilight Princess, for example, is that, like, it felt like the franchise was really having, like, a, where do we go forward from here kind of situation. It's like, 2 hook shots! Oh, groundbreaking. Society as we know it will freak out over 2 hook shots. That's why I like going through Skyward Sword on the Switch version. Like, I actually appreciate them actually trying some different things in that. It was kind of like, oh, you know, I can kind of see it because they were, like, entering a very experimental phase of, like, we need to, I don't know, something needs to happen. And, like, at the same time, I get why they did what they did with Breath of the Wild. I have not played Breath of the Wild yet, and I really, really do not see me likely liking it much. At best, I'll be okay with it. At worst, I think I'm going to very be naggy on it. A charm? Okay, so that's 3 times, so he should be good. What is this? Charm with Japanese lettering attached. Attach this to see what happens. Well, you know, we're doing a Wii Play thing here, so let's see what this is. What does this do? Let's see. Highly valuable armor attachment. Increases the power of your offense, Parasite energy magic by 50%. Because its permanent boost to your elemental spells without taking up a weapon slot, it is widely considered one of the best accessories in the game. Wait, you don't have to equip this? Well, that's the Google AI response. Let's double check on the actual web source thing, because the Google AI thing is pretty bad. So let's go and check the actual like wiki page. Make sure it's being accurate, which is probably not. Like I said, I've only seen the thing be very long. Okay, use increases Orth Parasite Eve magic. Attachment increases. Okay, so you do have to attach it. Increase Parasite Eve attack and combat item damage. So it also affects item damage. So that's pretty good. I mean, that 50% more effective magic, I mean, that's probably gonna turn a lot of shit into fucking melted ice. Quite literally. So, let's see. So, why not? Sadly, they ruined every Zelda game after looking in time in some way. Hey, I disagree. I think Majora's Mask was good. I think Majora's Mask definitely, like, I do understand the time mechanic is not everyone's thing. Things like Dead Rising make that kind of obvious. So I can understand somebody who doesn't like that mechanic not liking Majora's Mask. I do understand that. But while on that note, I did think it added a lot of interesting elements to the Zelda formula. Now, would I want every Zelda game to be like that? No. I think that was perfectly good for a side Zelda game. Let's see, I just want fun little stories. No, they had to reinvent the wheel with BS like, hey, let's force the player in the time trap spec. Now, like, I don't like the open worldness of Breath of the Wild. I feel like I'm just really going to hate. Like, I really feel like I'm going to hate that. Like, I don't really get into open, like, if you watch the kind of games I play, you will probably notice I don't play a lot of open world. Like, I remember when Elden Ring was announced, I actually didn't pay any attention to Elden Ring because I actually really, like, I was just like, I don't really, like, I think this is going to be the game I'm not going to really like. Because, like, it's, open world games are pretty iffy with me. Because, like, open world games tend to be more of, hey, I want a game that has lots and lots of shit for me to do. Like, you know, like, I want collectible items hidden everywhere. I want lots of side quests, lots of NPC stories, lots of ONG events, lots of, like, things like the gangster war thing in San Andreas and, like, Vice City buying up properties and things like that. So, at this point, let's see. At this point, it looks like we're safe to go back to the shelter and basically trigger where we fight the thing that gives us the Bowman card. But actually though, I actually really liked it, Elden Ring though. Elden Ring, like, I underestimated FromSoft making me interested in the game because FromSoft leaned on. So here's the thing: FromSoft does a lot of world building type stuff. Like, they don't like do stupid shit. Like, they like letting your imagination make a world and a story and stuff. And I honestly didn't think they'd be able to do it in an open world game. Like, Elden Ring's world is huge, and I just didn't have the belief that they were going to be able to pull that kind of thing off in it. But I mean, there are some things that are copied and paste. I'm not going to lie, but all things considering, they did a really good job to make me want to actually explore the world, to just, like, kind of understand the cultures and things that existed in its world, to find stuff, to explore mysteries and shit. I really enjoyed Elden Ring. It's probably the first open world game I've really enjoyed since, like, Grand Theft Auto 3. Like, honestly, between Grand Theft Auto 3 and Elden Ring, I don't think I could really name an open world game I've had so much fun in a really long fucking ass time. Cause, like, GTA 4 and beyond, like, I liked the cast of GTA 4, but, like, same thing, like, I did the story, I didn't really care about doing all the fucking random side shit and collectibles and things. Level up. See, that's the difference between shit like Ninja Gaiden and, like, FromSoft's RPGs, is you can level up. The game literally hands you the difficulty slider. Level up. Like, that's how you control, like, people who bitch about, oh, Dark Souls is so hard. It's like, level up. Nothing is stopping you from dumping more HP and stamina. You can balance it out with more HP and stamina, more carry weight. you can do all kinds of things to balance the difficulty if it's too hard for your taste. I mean, for fuck's sake, Darkside Phil has been in all these fucking games. That should indicate something. But, Baldwin here. Information acquired. Okay, so everything seems okay, so I guess it's okay to save over that one. So basically, our next task is to head back to the shelter. How are we on item space? I imagine we got, yeah, we got quite a few spaces taken up by stuff. But that's gonna be pretty nice. That'll help a lot in the, you know, actually, I wonder, does that boost the gun buff? Probably not. Darkside? You mean Dark Souls? Are you talking about Dark Souls? I think, like, when it came to, like, the balancement between Dark Souls and Elden Ring is, and this was a pretty, like, a lot of the big Souls fan base, like, before Elden Ring was used to not really going much higher than 80 or 100 by in-game. Like, that was considered, like, the quote-unquote highest level for a standard playstyle. But you can't really do that in Elden. Oh, Darksiders, okay. I'm not familiar with Darksiders. I think I have a few entries of Darksiders, but I've never played any of them. I think a friend of mine described the first Darksiders as like a Zelda-like game. Though I think he said the sequel is not very Zelda-like, if I remember correctly. So, no new enemy respawns or anything, so... And the guide thing basically says go back to the shelter and essentially play like normal for a while now. So, let's see, what at... I played the first a bit, it was fun. I probably have it in some form. I mean, the Darksider games are not expensive. I think I bought one of these spin-off games, like, super fucking cheap from some random GameStop sale. So I think we'll head back into the shelter and get to a safe spot there, and I think we'll call that for today. I probably have at least the first Darksiders. I know, like, I have a spin-off game. I don't know about 2 or 3, though. But, yeah, as far as I know, none of them are expensive. So, either way, it shouldn't really be that much of a problem. Quite crazy, there's just a path that goes to the shelter right here into the fucking well, though. Okay, so what are we looking here? It looks like the random fights didn't change up much, though, and I think they're just pretty much exactly the same, so good. Didn't end up missing anything on that, then. Well, I mean, you're supposed to play, like, what? Like, one of the 4 horsemen or some shit? I think that's what it was, right? You know, where do you go up against 4 horsemen? I don't remember. Like, I really don't know, really. Oh, shit, there's new shit in here, though. Damn. That's a pretty high-ass damage, though. Probably get very low MP. Mm-hmm. Three MP. I've been robbed. See, if I remember correctly, when we originally were going through here, Kyle stayed with us till an elevator. Two. Here's a measly 2. Okay, and then there was the elevator, and that's where we would have met. Well, not met, but that's where we, Kyle gave us an ID inside that elevator. So now we won't have that, we will not have that card that Kyle gave us. So we either have to find that somewhere else. Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and save over that. See how we doing on, what, 5 hours? We've exterminated over 50% of the battles that exist in here. Let's see. Wow, the javelin still makes up such a low amount of the fucking usage, which is weird because I would think it'd be a little higher than that at this point. Kinda weird. We're getting some more usage out of that. A little bit more out of that. Honestly, I did not really use a lot of magic stuff, honestly, though. Like, I feel like magic's a lot more low-key in this entry versus the original Parasite Eve. I mean, to be fair, I played the original Parasite Eve, like, back in, like, late middle school, I think. Maybe early high school. I think it was, like, late middle school when I played Parasite Eve 1. And, I mean, that's a long fucking time ago, so I'm really fucking stretching on memories, but I want to say I feel like magic was a lot more useful, in my opinion, but you want whittles, Silent Hill is the game for you if you want whittles. I mean, we play it, and, I mean, the old Silent Hill games literally had a whittle difficulty mode that would actually make the puzzles harder or easier based on it. So, I mean, you could even replay the game and get different conclusions or puzzles in general of that, so, depending on which entry you're talking about. There's your whittles. Whittle me this, Batman. Why is the clock puzzle in Silent Hill 2 such a pain in the ass? As long as I can kill shit, I'm usually fine with most survival horror games. When it's I can't do anything about it, one for your life, it's a lot more subjective with me. Like, Amnesia Dark Descent was really spooky for a long time until I had the man behind the curtain moment with it, and then it kind of lost that effect, but I won't explain that. That's why you have to keep your cards close to you in those kind of games, because once the audience sees behind the corn, then, you know, it loses that effect. Yeah, Amnesia is pretty scary until you realize that moment. Once you realize that moment, then I mean, it doesn't matter as much. But again, I'm not gonna explain that because I don't want to ruin that.